Hi, Aniki. How was your day today? Was it good? Was it bad? Did it suck? My day, it sucked. It sucked because I woke up at like 5 a.m. in the morning and I have not slept since then. I have not napped. I literally like fell asleep from overexhaustion yesterday at like 8. Then I woke up at 5 and then I wasn't able to sleep anymore. And then at like 6 p.m. I was feeling sleepy, but then I was like, I can't sleep. If I sleep at like 6 p.m., I'm not gonna wake up. Like, I'm not gonna wake up in time for the stream. So whether I like it or not, I have to stay awake. And then after the stream, I have to stay awake so I can fix my sleep schedule. Because ideally, I should be waking up at around 1 p.m. so that it's a bit balanced. But my schedule has been like fucked. Let me roll the highs first. Hi, Mr. Stupid Fish. Hi, Andrew. Hi, Danny. Hi, Frisbee. Hi, Shamtime. Hi, Vincent. Hi, Spooky Donut. Hi, Space Toilet Master. And then you are for the resub. Thank you. Did you know? For every tier 3 sub, I don't even know what to say. For every tier 3 sub, a demon gets his horns. I'm Yari. Hi, Solas. That's real and true. Yesterday, I touched grass. Hi, Bushy. Hi, Sluggy. I touched grass. It was awful. Like, the day before that, we went grocery shopping, and then yesterday we went grocery shopping again because it was the opening of a new grocery store. Hi, Jay. Hi, Kevkos. And it was exhausting because there was a lot of people, and you know, my dad being fat, and because I was there, my parents made me get a lot of stuff, like go back and forth and like find things because there were like so much people. Like, you have to like slip in between carts if you want to get something. So it was awful. Like, it was dreadful. Like, going between carts and like taking things. And then there was one where like it was the last bottles of like buy one take one shampoo, and I saw this old lady was gonna take shampoo, but my mom said to get 10. So like when I saw the old lady approaching, I ran faster than she did, and I took everything, and it was exactly like there was like 11 of it because there was one left. I took 10, and then I brought it. And then I brought it to the... Listen, it was $2 for one bottle of shampoo. $2. Like, where do you find that deal nowadays? $2. Very cheap. I know, it's what a big discount. And they were selling like a kilo of grapes for $3. 1 kilo of seedless grapes. What a huge discount. Like, they were selling 2 kilograms of fries for only $4. That's insane. Crazy. Like, so many discounts because it was like the opening. Like, even soap that was normally like my soap for my body that's normally like $15, it was only $7. It was only $7. It was so cheap. Like, so many discounts. Like, amazing. Even meat was 50% off. Instead of it being $6, it was $3. Insane. Insane prices. 6, 7. I know, there was so many discounts. Hi, Nelson. Thank you for the sub. Thank you. Whoever tells you that getting a membership at a grocery store is not worth it is lying to you. It is really worth it. Like, there was so much stuff on sale. I shizu, even corned beef was on sale. Imagine. Like, not only corned beef was on sale, canned meat was on sale. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. And I got biscuits for my doctors, which was on sale. Everything was on sale. I sold it. It was like Asian paradise. Like, you know that feeling when you go to a grocery store and then you see 50% off? Like, oh my god. Is that 50% off? I've turned into my dad. I'm like, damn, 50% off. Even toilet paper was so cheap. Like, you get 16 rolls of toilet paper for only $5. Crazy, right? $5 for 16 rolls of toilet paper. What a bargain. Like, we haven't had like a coffee maker that was functioning in forever. Hi, Spooky Donut. 6-7.
6-7% off.
I think the highest I saw was like 70% off. But I think it was spoiled. Guys, you don't understand. Like, my mom never lets me buy mac and cheese because they're expensive, right? But they were 60% off. So I got like 5 boxes. Because they were 60% off. I mean, they expire in like a month, but still. 60% off. What a bargain. You can't fool me with fake prices. Because I looked them up. I look up everything. Actually, no. I feel like we got scammed. Because, like, they were gifting up the subs, Frisbee. Thank you. It's boxed. It's boxed. Bro. You don't understand. If you got a sub, don't forget to say thank you to Frisbee. What was I gonna mention? What was I gonna mention that was on discount? I already forgot what else was on discount. But we had so many good things on discount. Like, it was such a beautiful place. Except the receipt. When the receipt came, it was not a beautiful place. It was a horrible place. And I feel like, you know that feeling like both me, my dad, and my mom, we all made eye contact with each other, like, because we know, like, we went overboard. I play, like, hi Suitor, hi Shizuka. Actually, yeah, we got caldereta, beef, and sinigang beef. And it's like, 50% off if you're interested in a Landers membership. It's 50% off. What a discount. The receipt, I know. I looked at the receipt and I was like, I regret everything. I was like, man, I wish I didn't have to eat. Like, I wish I didn't have to eat. Like, we got so distracted by the 50% off that when the receipt came, it did not feel like 50% off. Like, this is the first time since childhood that we had 2 full carts of food. Because normally we have like 1 cart and it's barely full. And it's like, there's only the bare necessities. But then we got brainwashed by 50% off. And there was 2 carts. Because 50% off. Well, a lot of it was like, necessities. Like, shampoo. Like, 10 bottles of shampoo. 10 bottles of soap at 50% off. Some discounted plates. And, it's so bad. It's so bad. Like, I feel I'm regretting it. Like, I'm leaning back in my chair thinking, what have I done? Like, what have I done? 50% off discount. Crazy. No, I really feel like I got brainwashed. Because I got 50% off of all the fruits. Like, all the fruits that I haven't tried before. 50% off. I think I'm an idiot. No, listen, it's stocked. We're not gonna go grocery shopping until like 2 months. No shopping. We're gonna starve. Actually, no, I feel like we're a meme. Because we bought so much food. And you know the dinner my mom prepared for me today? We had discounted tortillas. So she gave me a tortilla. And on the inside, it's like a tortilla. And then there's grated cheese. And then another tortilla on top. And then it's microwaved. Like, with a side of tomatoes. Like, I thought really hard. I'm like, man, we went shopping for so much food. And the dinner my mom gives me is a tortilla with plain cheese. I mean, it's not bad. But like, when you have 2 full carts of food, you would kind of expect that, I don't know, that you don't have like plain quesadilla. No, we didn't buy rotisserie chicken. It wasn't 50% off. Hi, Slaughter. Thank you for the sub. It wasn't discounted. Everything we got was discounted, okay? Everything we got was discounted. That's why, like, for breakfast, I like dietary cookies. I had disastrous because it was 50% off. Crazy. Everything is 50% off. I admit. I think we got brainwashed. Because, like, now that I'm looking at the fridge, why do I feel like there's not a lot of fruit? Like, there's a lot of fruit. But, like, I was like, man, I really got blind. I got blinded by that 50% off. I have, like, sale blindness or some shit. I'm like, man. I'm like, man, the socks I'm wearing has, like, holes in it. I'm like, why did I buy a new pair of socks? I'm like, why didn't I just, I don't know, like, buy new socks? It happens. I got discount. All of us got discount blindness. Me, my mom, my dad. We were blind. I didn't even buy the Squishmallow I wanted because it wasn't on sale. Hi, Jamesland. They had like some Squishmallows on sale, but I didn't buy them because I was like, man, they're not on sale. I don't want it if it's not on sale. They were selling socks, but it was on sale. They were selling boxers for men, and that was on sale. Oddly enough, that was on sale. 50% Calvin Klein. I asked my dad, I was like, Dad, you want to buy Calvin Klein underwear? And he said his underwear was like only $1. And then he has like, he wears fake Lacoste underwear. No, why would I buy them? Why would I wear boxers? I don't have a dick. Like, this space would be weird. Plus, my underwear's from Uniqlo. My underwear's on discount from Uniqlo. Because when it went on sale, I got like so many of it. It was $8 for 3 pairs in the Uniqlo kids section. And I got like 10 of them or like 9 of them. So that I always have like new underwear. Honestly, it hasn't gone on discount for like more than a year. Or like almost a year. So I really should have like bought more. Just in case. But my mom told me, what are you gonna do with 30 pieces of underwear? You know, I didn't really think about it either. I was just like, when the underwear gets old, I can just take out my pair that I bought like a few years ago. See, big discount. The devil whispered to me. What do you mean the devil whispered to you? Where am I looking? You're not allowed to show thighs on stream, but what the fuck? That's fat? Great, now I'm looking at armpits. Great, now I'm looking at armpits. Like, literally just earlier, I was explaining to someone, about something that armpits are a must-have. Like, I was talking to, like, someone who's making future arena merch. The armpits are necessary. Like, I spent, like, 30 minutes mentioning... You don't understand. No amount of eye coat, no amount of pussy is as erotic as armpits. You would understand. Because you haven't seen my armpit. And then I plugged my Patreon. Yeah, exactly. You know, gotta... And I plugged my Patreon. Smoothest plug of the century. Can you believe it? Someone born without armpits. You mean an amputee? You mean an amputee that doesn't have any armpits? I feel kind of bad for amputees. Like, if you don't have any arms, you don't have any armpits. Actually, wait, let me Google that. No arms. Amputee. Why is it all men? Women. Why are there no results? Why are there no results? Wait, no, I found one. Ew, there's hair. Never mind, let me look for another one. Why are there bodybuilder amputees? How do you build your muscles if you don't have any underwears? I'm scrolling down. Oh my god, what is this? TikTok. I'm disabled and diva. I feel wrong reading this. What do you mean I'm disabled and diva? God fuck. I'm gonna have like really weird Google results later. Why is there amputee? You know what? That's enough. That's enough. My save search was off. And there was like amputee porn. Amazing. I love it when I see amputee porn. No, it's too late. If you open my Twitter, most of it is like the coffin of Andy and Lele erotica. It's so over for me. And I think my most win moment, I was like looking through this person's Twitter. Because I was like, oh my god, I love their coffin of Andy and Lele art. And then I scroll up. And then I see follows you. I'm like, oh my god. Oh my god. Like, they follow me before I even follow them. That's amazing. I don't know. I was just talking about my amazing discounts. Colostomy bag thirst trap. I don't even want to fucking know, because I already know someone like has a fetish. Someone wants to like take away the bag and then just shove their dick inside. And that's disgusting. If you're wondering, does it hurt? No, it doesn't. Actually, that part of the intestine is like, it's numb. So you won't feel painful if you touch it, but still it's like... Yeah, because do you know the bag? Oh, you know what? Don't worry, I'm a very considerate person. Despite Oh my god, this is disgusting. You know what? I'll just download a picture because I don't want to show this on stream. I think it's better if we get a photograph of it. How to... Anyways, if you don't know, this is a colostomy bag. Like, there you go. This is a wait. If you're wondering if your anus doesn't work anymore or some shit, or whatever operation, you have a colostomy bag. And basically this bag, it catches the poop. And it's placed on top. Okay, the hole for the bag, what you put inside of it is like a section of the large intestine, I think. And then basically the poop goes inside the bag, and you have to change the bag every time you poop. Or, well, not poop, like release it through the bag. And, you know, if your intestines aren't working properly, you gotta use one of these. But, so basically, like, these people, they have, like, a little bit of their large intestine, like, sticking out. But they don't really feel anything because, like, the area itself is, like, numb. So, like, it's nothing. But, like, when you look at it, it's kind of like a hot dog, really red. Can't show it on stream, but that's what it looks like. But imagine me giving you imagine getting a medical advice lecture from the incest VTuber. My grandpa would be very proud of me. Too bad he's dead. Anyways, if you didn't know, there's also a new drop from GamerSubs. And if you're thinking, oh my god, I want new flavor of GamerSubs, well, don't worry. There's a new flavor called Peach Tea. The best part, if you're into pixel art, there's new merch, a new cup, and it's called Gamer of Thrones. Amazing, right? For a limited time only. Starting December 5, 3 p.m. EST. And you're wondering, oh my god, this is amazing, right? Like, wow, this is amazing. Like, I wonder, how am I gonna get a discount? Well, if you use this amazing code, you'll get a 10% discount on your order. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that cool? I know, right? 10% discount. Who could resist? I know I can't. So you should get it now, while it's still available. Unlike your mother. My bad, I was drinking water. Anyways, for today's agenda, we're playing ATARI games. I mentioned this to my mom today, and she was like, I think you're a bit too young to enjoy it. I was like, what do you mean? I like the PS1. I like the PS2. And they're both older than I. They're both older than me. Why wouldn't I like the Atari? And she was like, they're really old. And I was like, it's not that bad. She was like, the Atari was my first console. I'm like, and so? I was like, it's not that bad. Like, I was like, how bad could it be? I was like, but then when I was trying it before the stream, I used a few games, right? She was right. I genuinely think she was right. Because half of these games, they don't have music. They don't have instructions. They don't have guides. Like, and a lot of them are multiplayer. And I think my mom was right. Like, I have no friends. I'm impatient. And there is no music. Like, for once. I don't want to admit it. I think she's right. Am I gonna tell her? Of course not. Today we're gonna prove that I'm a better gamer than my parents. By that I mean I'm gonna show them the stream and ask them if they spotted anything that they played. And if I suck, then nothing's really gonna happen. Like nothing's really gonna happen. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm not gonna do it again. You don't have friends? I don't have friends because I'm antisocial. Oh, I know. Imagination. I don't have a strong imagination. If I did, then I would be, I don't know. I'd be good at something. Unfortunately, I'm not good at anything. Anyways, where are we? Apparently, there's like some... Wait. I'm Murder One Fan. Thank you for the follow. There's some like videos here so that we have like lore on this ancient thing. I don't know if it was like too loud. But if it's like too loud, just let me know. Good night, Haro. I don't know if it's too loud, but there's like a little bit of like a lore. I don't know if they play videos. Excuse me. I don't know. My mom said pinball was very cool.
For some reason, I'm looking through the San Jose Mercury in the just random stuff section for sale. And I see world's first video game computer space. No price, just call. I'm like, wow,
I feel like we're learning like history.
So I called the guy. I said, so you got a computer space? Yeah. He goes, yeah. First game ever.
Wait, I think I should change my hairstyle to like shorts.
And he goes, well, what color do you want? I'm like, wow, this is getting very interesting, because who has a whole bunch of computer spaces and who would know that they came in all these different colors? He goes, I got a yellow, a solid blue, metal
what
flake
is that?
blue, and metal flake red. And he goes, a whole bunch of other games too. Okay, great. Want to come up and see them. These were in a Quonset hut on a sunflower seed farm off of Highway 80 in Dixon, California, halfway between, you know, the Bay Area and Sacramento.
Why does he look like he'd be my grandfather?
Been moved in, you know, probably since 1975. And so
I'm just here to watch
I got in
this.
touch with Nolan and showed him the pictures and scratched his head, and then like a light bulb went off in his head. He goes, these were Ted Dabney's. These were Ted Dabney's units. This was his route. When he left, he took a route that we had, and he goes, this yellow one's the first one. He goes, I know it. That yellow one is the very first one. I kept the first one, which is a beautiful yellow computer space, and I kept Pong number 46. And we got the rest of them running and working as good as we could.
You know, I've always wanted my own arcade machine, like inside my house. But I feel like I don't have space. I don't know, if I move into a bigger house, I want to get one. You never know. I might get a bigger house. Or I might win the lottery.
Well, I'd say
Oh my god.
30 years to pretty much the present. The arcades have been relegated to
Bye,
the
Zooter.
back rooms and the side streets, and generally been an unsavory type of place.
Holy
What
shit.
we want to do is
Why does it look
bring
so old?
the amusement game to age. if we can give it a new zip and a pizzazz, it's going to be financially.
Why does he look like he's from the
I think,
Beatles?
a very serious part in the leisure time activity of the American people.
It must look the same. What do you mean?
Traditional pinball machines and computer technology
Hi,
has
Legend.
resulted in the birth of a new breed of amusement games. And Nolan Bushnell is the man handing out the cigars. Bushnell has developed two such games, Computer Space
What,
and
do you play
Pong,
video games and
believes
get
that he and
cigars?
others like them will move the pinball industry out of America's bus stations and bowling alleys and into the space age. In 1971, Bushnell invented Computer Space, but sold production rights to Nutting Associates of Mountain View, California, for royalties based on the number of games sold. It proved a good deal for both parties. Sales already exceed 1,500 machines.
I feel like I saw a photo of my
Computer
grandfather.
Space, like Pong, sells for around $1,000.
I feel like I saw my
and is displayed on the
grandpa
screen of a
rocking
standard
the same
television set,
haircut
which has been
in the
programmed to display the
1970s.
desired game. In Computer Space, the player controls a rocket ship, which is trying
I
to
think
shoot
during
down
this
enemy
time, like,
flying
my
saucers
dad was
while
like a
avoiding their
toddler.
missiles. If the player scores more hits than the enemy saucers, he gets one free play.
Bro, I'm trying to understand what I'm
By the time
watching.
Bushnell invented Pong in 1972,
But I don't get it.
he was able to form his own company, Syzygy Corporation in Santa Clara, California,
Hi,
to produce
Tenebris.
the game. He has already sold over 1,000 machines and expects to sell 10,000 in the United States.
Why
by the
wouldn't
end of
people
the
just
year.
play tennis if they're gonna play
Pong, as the name
Pong?
might indicate, is a game of video ping pong. The two players turn dials which control their electronic
Yeah, exactly. Why just play ping
and
pong?
volley with an equally electronic ball.
Wow,
First
what
player to score
technology?
15 points wins. While Bushnell did design and program both his games, the technology he uses dates back to the late 1950s. Thanks to research by the Defense Department in the wake of Sputnik, Bushnell is now
What do you-
able to
wait,
act out
what?
his dream of a nation inhabited by thousands of Pong and computer
What do
space
you
games.
mean by the Defense
The government
Department?
spends millions of
Why
dollars
is, like,
on
the
this
government
technology. And as a
involved
result, now it's
in
cheap
video
enough
games
that we can
in
put
the
it into
1970s?
the game and sell
It
for
sounds like fucking
25
Metal
cents
Gear or
for,
some shit.
a few minutes, and make a dollar.
I almost said something dumb.
It's a,
I was like,
it's something
I
that the
about to say
research and development
Sputnik.
really was done many years
I
ago.
heard that
Now
term in
it's
Metal
cheap
Gear, then
enough
it's like it's a
with
real
PC
thing.
boards and
It's
integrated
not just in
circuits,
Metal
we can
Gear.
use that technology to our advantage.
It's not just in Metal
The basic
Gear.
electronic unit of Bushnell's games is the integrated circuit. Each of these small chips is capable of storing large amounts of information.
Wow, did you see the government? I think it's a Metal Gear reference.
To form a PC
Hi, Nauticon.
or printed circuit board. The printed circuit board then tells the TV screen what to do. A single printed circuit board is all that is required to operate Pong, whereas 15 years ago it would have taken enough tubes and wiring to fill an average house. Bushnell first saw the
GPS was for the government? To what, bomb people?
Space War, which has been played at computer centers around the country for several years.
We used to play Space War a lot at the AI project at Stanford, which is a big computer complex. And one day it just hit, this is a lot of fun. I'd be able to package it and sell it for a price. And, one thing leads to another, and pretty soon, from doodling on a scratch pad, you're actually working out some basic block
I do like that the collection has like a little bit of like a lore. So that we can come in and appreciate the actual game. Okay, first one is Pong. We gotta be like... You believe? How do you play Pong? I got this. Wait, I'm playing Pong with myself. This is depressing. I lost. Shit. Wait. Wow. Innovative gameplay. Wait. Wait. Is it because my left eye is No, no, no. Shit. Fuck. Fuck. Oh, shit. I got this. Oh, there, I did it. I did it. Wait, why is it so hard? Why am I choking? Why am I... No, I gotta focus. Focus. I'm gonna win. Does it mean I won? Does it mean that I won? Oh my god. You know what? Is there no online mode? Why do I have to play alone? It's so sad. There has to be a game that is... There has to be a game that you can play alone and doesn't require 2 people. This makes me sound depressing. They promoted this for people with friends. Look, they have friends in the photo. Happy faces in your waiting room. Shut the fuck up.
You know what the ATARI motto is? Innovative leisure, right?
Wait, how do you...
You know what the ATARI motto is? Innovative leisure, right? Well,
what does Atari do nowadays even?
Games. It didn't say innovative video games. It said innovative leisure. It was broad from day one. I mean, Nolan always had a consumer game in his mind.
Oh my god, look, he still had hair.
And I wound up doing the wrong thing.
What happened to all of it?
Coin-op game, right? When I was at Ampex, I learned how to make sync generators, synchronizing, the basic fundamental circuit necessary to get a TV signal, because we had to generate...
You got... My dad has hair.
So you do that, and you get the ball at 1 speed, and you put paddles up.
I like how he's explaining the most complicated thing. It's just like ping pong.
So I added the speed up, and I added the angles off of that, just, you know, to make it playable, interesting. And so it started getting a little interesting. That's cute. And Nolan said, well, it's got to have score. We had a pretty good game, and hey, great.
I remember.
So what are you gonna do for sound? He goes, sound.
You know, somehow I still find this more amusing than whatever the fuck I saw watching Concord.
Of a crowd of thousands applauding your win, and Ted said, I want booze.
What's more tilting, Pong or DS2?
Listen, I got video. I got the goddamn game up. Now you wanted me to do this. I'll be right back. So I pissed around for a day and poked.
He reminds me of that one guy from Young Sheldon, Dr. Sturgis. He looks like Dr. Sturgis.
I love it.
I spilled water on myself.
So well thought out, so appropriate. It was like, are you kidding me? It was just, you know, just thrown together in spite of what the boss said.
Morning, Cyrus.
So, that was how.
No, it's fine. Just a little water. No, my computer stuff is far away. The Legend of the Broken Pong Machine.
So everybody's heard the Pong story.
Sorry, I'm someone who's very guilty of like enjoying watching lore.
I've heard it many times, and from Alcorn himself, who designed Pong. So
the story I've heard is that they installed one of the first.
I just think it's so funny that they're talking so deep about the lore of this game, and it's literally just Pong.
As a test.
Put it out into an arcade and see if it makes money. I mean, that's
You're alive?
My understanding was Ted built a cabinet.
That guy was a programmer for Pong, and he's alive?
Over the weekend.
It's crazy.
And coin mech.
You were like, he was like what, 20 in the 70s? And like now he's alive. How old would he be if he was 20 in the 70s? He'd be like
Nobody knew if it was going to go.
He'd be like
The name
80,
of the bar in Palo Alto.
I think.
San Jose?
No, it was.
He'd be like
Handicap.
It
70.
was Santa Clara.
Sunnyvale.
Would he be
So
70?
We'll put it in handicaps. You know, it's a coin-op game, be it fragile.
Yeah, he'd be
or
like
humble.
70.
And so we did.
Most of my grandparents didn't reach
You
70.
get the phone call, the game's busted, which of course is the usual thing you get on a support
My
line.
grandma
It
literally
doesn't
died at
work.
63.
What is it, and in what way does it not work? Well, it doesn't work.
The bar owner or manager at the time kind of yelled at them and like accused them of their game being shoddy because it had already broken down and it was no longer functioning or working.
And they get a call, you know, later on that night and like, hey, this thing broke, you know. come and pick up this piece of shit game and get it out of here. You know, this thing broke. You know, I'm not gonna waste my time.
Is he really 70? He doesn't
Anyway,
look
the
70.
machine, we got the word that it stopped working, and I figured it could be anything, and I'd go out there and take a look at it. And so I went to the machine, and the first thing you do is you want to try to play the game, because the machine was on in a tracked mode, so it was working, but you couldn't start a game. So you open up the coin box to basically flip the micro switch to give yourself a free game, because I'm not going to waste a quarter, you know.
And so they went down to see what's wrong with the machine to fix it, and what they found out was
Are you
that
winning?
It wasn't broken. It was just that so many people had played
I'm winning
it,
that you're
filled
here.
the coin box with quarters, and it was jammed, and it couldn't take any more.
So many
Winning.
people had played it that it couldn't accept any more money.
What a
The game was
fucking
broken
flex.
because it's stuffed so full of quarters.
Completely stuffed with quarters.
And it was a small, I remember it was kind of small, if I remember, it was a small space. It just filled up with the quarters and it wouldn't take it.
When I opened up the coin
This
box,
reminds me of one time my stream crashed
gushed out.
because I got
whoa,
so many
that's
bits
impressive.
and
Equivalent of,
like
crashing a server.
the
When you launch a new website
Twitch,
that's so popular.
like the Twitch
they
integrated
crashed the
throwing
server on
system. I got so
And
many
one of the other
bits
reasons it was also
that
so
like
popular is because you could play it with one hand
my
while you're still
stream
holding a phone in your
crashed
other hand.
from the amount of bits that
and
were
that also
thrown.
was one of those
It
things
crashed
that,
my
you know,
computer.
Eventually, many years later, led to the rise of the fun barcades that we have, you know, and we can enjoy now.
As Al will always say with a little, you know, twinkle in his eye, he goes, "This is a problem I can fix."
Basically, the way it worked was you take the money, the deal you have, and you split the take with the owner of the bar. And so I did that, and I had this sack of quarters, and the next day I come into work and I said, I got the machine fixed, and here's the problem. The goddamn thing's making too much money. And Nolan, really?
But it was one of those great moments where something that supposedly was failing was actually such a huge success that no one could recognize. It was truly the ugly duckling version of technology.
Because remember, Nolan thought,
I miss spicy food. I can't eat spicy food anymore.
Until we get to design the really good game.
Oh my god, he looks so goofy with his bow tie.
They went on to produce all of these classic, memorable arcade titles for years that allowed the company to survive and be so much more than a one-hit wonder. So that's my understanding of the history of Pong.
It's a great story.
Why is it so deep?
When a story is good, you know there's some doubt about it. Like, well, that's too
What
good to be
story?
really true. It's probably a boring version.
Was there a story? Was there some dialogue I missed playing the game?
Sounds realistic to me, you know? I mean,
Why is this guy named Jarvis? Why is he named like a League of Legends champion?
the coins will just overflow.
Call him like Jarvis the Fourth.
You know, it's kind of a cool feeling.
What's your alt? Pong.
Anyway, that's how that all happened. Yeah.
A space race. What is it called? Touch Me. I don't know how to read. So we're gonna play. I'm the only player. Yeah, give me an AI tank.
Get ready.
How does this work?
Shot.
Wait, why can't I? Why can't I move? How is he moving and I'm not? Why do I move like this?
Rocket.
Why am I moving like this? I can't move.
Range. Shot.
A gas button. I exploded. And then turn and then move. Oh, shit. How do you move the others? What? Fuck. How do I know if I've won? My dad is right. Oh, now I get it. No, I don't. Watch. How do I know how many points I have? Shit. Yo. It's stupido, verde tank. I will.
Laser.
Why are you running? Why are you running? Why are you afraid?
Range.
Why are you running? Stop
Speed.
running. Stop running.
Speed. Fast speed. Health.
I got this. It ends now.
Health.
It does not end now. Why doesn't it want to go near me?
Shot. Shot.
Why are you going away from me? I Rick Horizon Bossa. Why are you running? Why are you running? Stop running. You stupid bitch.
Range.
First blood. I think I got it.
Rocket. Laser.
Oi.
Range.
Oi. Fuck you. You little cock-sucking bitch. I can get out. Wait, no, I did it. I don't get how to drive. I don't get how to drive. I'm gonna shove it up your arse.
Range.
Oh, it actually worked.
Range.
I'm gonna
Rocket.
shove it in so hard
Bounce.
that
Speed. Shot.
I... Give me a shorter rounds. 5 minutes. No, give me ice. I feel like ice will be better. Hi, Blue. I know money in pockets. Watch. This will be the easiest. Oi. Oi. Oi, baka. Where is he? Wait, I'm alone. Shit. Okay, now I got it.
Get ready.
Yo, cocksucker. Are you... Fuck.
Health.
This is a lot harder than it looks. Hi, Yuri.
Health.
This is not as easy.
Range.
Oh shit. You stupid fucking clanker. I knew it. We should be anti-clanker. We should be prejudiced against clankers. I have no respect for clankers.
Range.
Every time I see a goddamn clanker, it makes me wonder what's goddamn wrong with Earth. Fucking clankers stealing our jobs. Clankers making shitty art.
Laser.
Can't even ethically goon to shit anymore. Literally the other day I was trying to look at Ralph's Eroge. Then I found it was made by some stupid clanker.
Speed.
Exactly. I can't enjoy shit if I know it's made by a clanker. Everything made by clankers are like soulless. That's why fuck clankers. I'm not clanker made. I'm clanker raised. If you're gonna goon ethically. I'm twisted, but I believe in ethical gooning. This is some weird ass Tokyo Drift.
Range. Shot. Speed.
It's more of I couldn't care less. You want to goon to Rina Lucsper? I do not care.
Rocket.
I mean, what do I care if you're gooning to me? And the world kept spinning. I don't know how many points I have.
Laser. Range.
Oh, I actually did it. I hate getting out of here. Never mind, I got this. I'm at 2. I can't get out.
Shot.
Great. Singing the story up for the Agnes figure. Thank you. Merry Christmas. Ashire zori yo kaze no yoni. Thank you for the squishmallow. Tsukimihara wo Padoru Padoru. That's already Padoru season.
Speed.
This feels like the wrong initial D. How does it go? Deja vu. I just been into space before. I forgot the next lyrics. I'm lost.
Speed.
I can't go any faster. I won, never mind. The controls are shit.
I mean, Atari really, why were they in the pinball business? You know, here they had this tiger by the tail of video games, you know, just this supernova of creativity and possibilities. And, you know, they were nailing it left and right, creating new genres every other week. Why would you mess around with pinball? You could tell our games were just not working, you know, and due to reliability, poor engineering, you know, thermal issues, issues of the games just falling apart, poor hardware design. You know, it just, I could see the writing was on the wall that we were going to go down. I mean, the pinball division was just a massive disaster.
What's wrong with pinball?
It was, you know, it's kind of the, you know, kind of the hubris of.
Did no one tell him that this would be put in a video game?
Even in that era,
that he has like the zoom blur background.
Morons in Chicago, they make these crappy old games. You know, like, you know, we're gonna redesign everything.
I have not played Where the Winds Meet, but I don't think it's really my thing.
Boards, you know, underneath the play field, so all the crap falls in and shorts out the things.
Hey, for the sub, Hazzy, thank you.
It was really horrific design, and they caught on fire. And, the solenoids, they use this thing called rotary solenoids, which burned up, and the screws fell out. And, you know, it was kind of a, you know, just a complete disaster as far as like design.
What do you mean? Mahjong is great.
So there was a lot.
You're just not Asian enough to enjoy Mahjong.
So, but they made a lot of money when they were working.
Oddly enough, I know how to play Mahjong.
The programming was awesome because I did it, you know.
I blame my grandmother for teaching me how to play Mahjong. Don't teach kids how to play Mahjong. Okay, this one was made by... This one was made by Steve Jobs. How do you play it? Okay, insert coin, and player 2 needs to insert a coin. How the fuck do you start this crap? Wow, amazing. Never before seen gameplay. Okay, never mind. Wow. Apple was made by the guy who made this? Crazy. I'm shitting on it, but I'm pretty bad. Why is it the simplest things? Wait. That was a joke. That was a joke. Why does it get faster? Fuck. I hate this game. I hate this game. I love experiencing the world for what it was back in the ancient 70s. where everyone had fancy haircuts and sung Hey Jude. Actually, I don't know any Beatles songs apart from Hey Jude. I know because like my dad likes it. Yellow Submarine. What do you mean the Yellow Submarine? Didn't one of the Beatles guys have like yellow fever? I don't know how accurate it is. Bro. We all live in a yellow submarine. What do you mean? Oh, there we got Breakout. Oh, way too bright. That's not that bad. Why did she scream a lot? Why was she a porn star? She was high. Oh. You know, I can respect it. Sometimes we make our best art when we're not in the best conditions. Like, for example, me. I thought I wanted to be a VTuber because I got gaslit by my friends. They're like, oh my god, this delusional idiot would make a great streamer. You just gotta convince her that she wants to be a streamer. And lo and behold, that's why I'm here. I'm gonna angle this shit. Your friends were right. I don't think they were. I think at first it was like, it was funny. And then all of a sudden, here I am like 3 years later, it's not funny anymore. I don't know when's the joke gonna end. Not anytime soon, apparently. Why is it so hard? Why is it so hard to hit the last two? Oh my god. Nice. I'm doing it for the meme. I did not spend $10,000 on my model. My model was 5.5. Okay, that's different. Do I look like Iron Mouse to you? Well, not yet. If they're not produced yet, it doesn't count. I wonder if having two is better. I feel like it's making me lose my focus. The 3D was a pre-made model. It's not a full 3D. You gotta make a full 3D in like, what, 2 weeks? A full 3D is more expensive than an actual live 2D. Crazy. Maybe far into the future. What, you think I just like randomly pulled like $10,000 up my ass? Rina caught selling a kidney for a 3D model. Me when I sell my kidney because I think it's funny. Yeah, it would be enough. I don't think I can like sell my kidney though, because there's like a weight limit to organ donation and even illegal organ harvesting to make sure that the organ is actually valid. And unfortunately, I am more than 10 pounds underweight. Oh, kidney. Fuck my life. No thanks, I don't need a kidney. But I do appreciate the thoughts. You can give me one of your eyeballs instead, so that one of my eyes would be a different color. Give me like an American eyeball. Like make it the most American color. Brown, I mean blue. So I can finally join the Aryan race. Like that one person from Metal Gear. What it was. Yeah, brown is the most common like eye color, right? Oh yeah, I have seen that. The one guy that was like I chose the color hazel brown, and then he looks into the camera and is like, "Is this permanent?" That's the funniest shit. He's like, "Is this permanent?" And he's like, "Wow, I love it." Oh shit, I don't think I have any lives left. Hi Waldo. Is that letter I? But tell me if the music is too loud. Yeah, I should check more of the settings. No. Hi, Mr. Sam. Okay. Where were we? I think that's the one I played. Yeah, I played those. I'm too lazy to read. But I like that shirt. Did they do drugs at ATARI? What a wild name.
You will hear stories of hot tubs in the lobby and
Yeah, before you make Pong, you gotta do drugs.
I'm here to tell you that none of that happened in my department.
We started smoking pot right in our office. Rob and I were like the premier pot. Sorry, Rob. I and some other person who occasionally shared an office.
I like how he confessed it right on the spot. Like, yeah, we did drugs.
We would just fire up right in the office. It's like, who knows why? It's like, this is like, it's illegal. It's like...
Should you be confessing this on stream?
It wasn't even a sense of privilege. It was just mindlessness.
I worked in a satellite office. I started in 1977, which was still pretty early. It was only 18
I was like, no, never. I've never done drugs. The second guy, yep, I did all the drugs.
There was no hot tub in the lobby. of the office that I went to. There was no drug use in ATARI, though I don't doubt that it was.
There was no drug use in ATARI. Crazy.
Drugs were consumed at ATARI by all kinds of people at all levels of.
Yeah, this guy like, yeah, there was drugs everywhere.
Engineering. Not everybody did drugs, but some people did, and some people enjoyed them, and some.
The commentary is like way too funny.
And some people went to the hospital on them, and but by and large, drugs were a relatively nominal factor. Drugs, you know, there was a lot of marijuana, and it was participated a lot in brainstorming.
Yeah,
so we
you definitely need marijuana to think about brick break.
To our productivity model.
I went home and I smoked a joint, a little bit of cocaine and a little bit of psilocybin in it.
Why does he sound so happy? Like yeah, I got marijuana and like.
And it's like I put it out and I went.
I like marijuana and like cocaine and like, man, I thought about like pong. Like, listen, what if we have ping pong, but
ended up shipping. It was like
on the computer, and then you like throw a ball from like side to side.
Of cannabis in the inter-office mail. You know, that was probably the primary use of those yellow manila envelopes.
I use other
Fridays or Monday. I think it was Fridays when you get.
He even knows when. He even knows when he gets the drugs.
You know, and it was weird. There was a guy working there, and his job was he was the weed dealer. You know, that was his sole job at the whole company.
And there was a very straight German VP of hardware down the hallway in the building. I have no idea. He complained to management about the smell of pot smoke in the corridors. So they got him an office in a different building.
What the fuck?
I have been asthmatic since I've been 12. I need drugs to breathe. I did not do drugs because drugs to me were something that let you get up in the morning, you know, and breathe.
Oh, look at this loser. Never tried any pot.
I wanted to mix those things.
Everyone else was on pot, but you weren't. What a loser.
Guy, so I just didn't feel I needed it. So I never did drugs, but there were a lot there.
Don't put too much stock in the fact that every ATARI employee was stoned out of their minds while making games.
I mean, there was all kinds of drugs consumed at ATARI, but the real drug at ATARI was going into a store and seeing your product, seeing your game on a shelf.
Hi, Silver. I've been doing well. I found out that people at ATARI did drugs. No wonder my dad loved playing games. Bro, I think the reason why I'm so short is because my dad was like fucking stoned as fuck in the 90s. Like, unironically. Like, my mom said that my dad would always be on this thing called like chonky. And then you could buy chonky at like, it's like Filipino weeds. And then you could like buy it at like the corner store. I remember one time my dad asked me, he was like, Rina, have you done any drugs? I'm like, of course not. I was like, I may have drunk behind your back, but I've never done any drugs. And he was like, no, real, have you done any drugs? I was like, of course not. I haven't done any drugs, Dad. Come on. And he was like, seriously, you haven't done any drugs? I'm like, no. He's like, no. He's like, you can be honest. I was like, I haven't done any drugs. I'm like, I was like, trying to kill myself, but I haven't done any drugs. I was like, really? I was like, yeah. I was like, when I was your age, I've done drugs before. I was like, so what? I was like, you want me to do drugs? And he was like, no, I get mad if you did drugs. And he was like, but you shouldn't smoke though. But he was like, you know, but I did drugs. But he was like, but I did drugs. But like, if you smoke, you shouldn't smoke. Basically, my dad was like, you know, you should go to your uncle. He said, you know, he said, my dream is to go with you and, you know, your mom's brother. And we go to Colorado. And then we smoke all the weed we want. I'm like, why is mom not there? I'm like, what about my sister? And apparently my dad's like, your mom and your sister would never do drugs. But apparently, he believes that I would take drugs. He believes that I want to get stoned. Because he was like, you tried to overdose yourself before. And he was like, and you didn't die. What's the difference about just doing drugs? Imagine being like, God, Rina, are you there? Pass the bong. Wait, that's too fucking funny. Yeah, pass the bong, Rina. What is this? Oh. How do you play this? What? Second to gameplay. What is this? He bossed the— I have no bong.
Can you pass the bong now?
Fast. It's not fast. Why is mine so slow? Fast, fast, fast. You gotta step on the gas. I forgot how it goes. We're not do— This is not going well. Are you feeling it now? You feeling it now? Do you feel the speed? I don't think there is. No, I found it. Oh shit, I died. Good chow. Shit. I mean, how bad could it be, right? No, see, that's fine. Shit. You shouldn't drive? What do you mean?
RINALUCSPER not no, so you shouldn't drive.
I'd be a great driver. Do you see those drifts? I'd be amazing at doing drifts. Fuck, never mind. Why did my game freeze? Never mind, that's it. I feel scammed. This one, fire truck. How do you do this? I'm not gonna read. You were alive in the 70s? Can I move? Shit. Where am I? I'm a good driver. I'm a good driver. Just trust me on this. Where am I supposed to go? Fuck. How should I know? My fucking truck looks like a dinosaur. Hi, Albrain. That's not like a pickup. Hi, Zuri. Thank you for the rain. How are you doing? Hi, my name is Rina, and I love retro games, and my dad accused me of being too young to enjoy Atari games. So now I'm playing Atari games, and well, I admit, it is not as easy as I thought it would be. Like, he's not right. Of course my dad, when is my dad ever right? He's never fucking right. Why am I driving? Why is my car curved? He's right about now? No, he's not. Oh, we gotta... How do you water the houses? This game sucks. The last game was cool. This one sucks. Where's the wisdom? What? I don't get it. You're never too old to enjoy games. No one is too old to enjoy this classic game. Fire Truck. Whatever its name is. I don't get how to drive. I'm sorry for complaining when I get the wrong car in GTA. Well, I'm sorry. You know the reason why all firemen are like serious have to be good looking? It's so that if you make a mistake, people don't remember your face. They remember your abs. As a seizure warning? I mean, it does. We just didn't read it. It's a pure run. Hear me out. What if, when I grow up, I want to be a firefighter? Actually, I don't know what firefighters do, like throw water at things or some shit. Why do I need to be strong? What if I just want to go down quick through like the pole? Is this fire? Or is this grass? And a hose? So what, all firemen are capable of handling something strong and long. I'm sorry. I'm guessing I'm not gonna be saved if there's ever a fire. I'm the first one to die. Wait, let me grab more water. They got Super Breakout. Oh, finally, they actually have games. Give me a quick second to grab more water and go to the bathroom. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. Yeah, I love this. Hey, you're the incest tuber. Thank you. Good to know that my legacy is still here. How do you play this? Why is my credit 0? Why do you still have one? Which one? Where's the damn ball? I'm sorry. I made a mistake. Fuck. Wait, I already don't have... The next one is better. I got a good feeling about this one. This is gonna be a good one. What is this? Can't read jack shit. Where am I? What is this? What? It's like Nicole, but instead of brother sister incest, it's... I hate this game. The game sucks. Why am I flying upwards? You spin me right round, baby, right round. Bro, what is this? What is this? I think my mom is right. How do I land faster? How do I land faster? Oh no, I got it. I hate this. This one will get better. I got a good feeling about the name. What is this? Oh shit. Oh wait, no, I got it. I definitely not achieved. Thank you for the follow. Fuck. Oh, I made a mistake. Hi, butter and burnt toast. One more. What is that? Why do I feel pressure doing this? Oh shit. One more. Fuck. I admit, I lost myself there. I lost myself there. What is this? Push start. I died? Shit. Shit, shit, shit. Can I not move? Why can't I move? Why can't I move? You know what? I thought you could move in this game, or maybe I'm thinking of something different. My bad, I got lazy to write. Why is there a fucking alien? Hi, Cocklabs. Thank you for the sub. Happy 6 months. I think so far, oddly enough, the tanks were my favorite. Damn, we got a political game. Crazy. I feel like I'm gonna get an epileptic shock. What do you do? Oh. Easy. Yeah, I like this one. I have no more ammo. Jet. I get it. Jesus Christ. Do you want to give kids a stroke or some shit? Or was it like back then where people didn't believe in seizures? You got a seizure? Pray to God, I guess. Like you drop that on the ground shaking, your parents think you're doing a new dance. Must have been the drugs. Must have been all the pots. When you work at ATARI, if you found out that it was free pots, hi Megaris, thank you for the sub. I don't think there should be rules for this game. It's pretty brain dead. Imagine like the latest episode of like Paragon's playing, you're like, oh my god. I mean Pokemon, like, oh my god. I love Pokemon. And then like everyone in the streets, their kids like their kid is like vibrating to like the highest degree. That's fucked up. I shouldn't laugh.
When was this? 1980.
This guy was dreaming of Migu.
That time frame. Prior to Ray Kassar's emergence, I was part of the executive staff, you know, and Nolan, Joe, I, Steve Bristow, Gil, Dennis Groth, finance, you know, we were all friends and no politics and all that, and we all worked together and part of the team. It was great. Once Ray took over, nope.
I don't know, he looks so shaky. I mean, so am I sometimes, but like still.
His hires from Procter & Gamble, and so I realized, okay, I'm out of this. I'm either going to have to quit because Nolan had gone, Joe had gone, Lipkin, everybody had gone. I figured, well, I'll go back. This is my baby. I'm going to do it one more time. And we had.
I definitely think at least one of these guys listened to Miku.
We couldn't keep secrets at ATARI. We're just no good at it. So
like, you have to be listening to Miku or like be some sort of like weeb otaku who openly have developed games in the 1970s.
I knew what it was. Having
now games are like taken over by normies, but back then you had to be a real weirdo to do games. Not only were they weirdos, they're weirdos who did drugs.
It sounds hard, sounds interesting. I know a little bit about it. And we proceeded to explore holography and what could be done, and came up with a.
I don't know. Some people hate Miku. They think
basically
Miku's
sold to Ray
overrated,
saying, "How would you
and they
like
choose like
if the
a
Atari video
random
game
other
business was
Vocaloids.
very good? How would you like to have a system where the cartridge, it's a cartridge-based system, but the cartridges are half the cost of, everything is half the cost of the VCS. And, hey, go ahead. It were very simple. They were nothing more than an LED, a simple LED game, the handheld LED game in those days. The only difference was we had a hologram with 2 images on it. You look through this box, and there were 2 lamps inside, and when you'd crash a spaceship, you'd see a hologram of a spaceship crashing.
I don't know. Miku is not my favorite Vocaloid.
Metallized Mylar and play a Space Invader game or something like that. We did all the work, put everything together, got a chip designed, package designed, and at the end, Ray wouldn't. We even took it to the toy fair or the consumer. And marketing wouldn't show it, wouldn't back it up.
I mean, it's an ugly dinosaur.
Ourselves, engineering, and we think we sold 100,000.
I like Len more.
Would not release it. Just wouldn't.
I don't know. When I was younger, he was like the Shota god of Vocaloid.
This is now in a time when if it failed, you wouldn't even notice it. It wouldn't be a pimple on the balance sheet.
Like one of my favorite songs was like
Back
Spice.
when the whole company was, we're sure we'd do it. So that was the end of my career at Atari.
It was like an older Game Boy. I don't need to read that. Asteroids Deluxe. I mean, they're technically not their mirror image. I feel like such a weeb. Like actually, they're mirror images, not twins. Well, they are actually mirror images. They're meant to be whatever you want them to be. Also, so that people could like put them in romance songs for free without feeling any shame. The first Rin and Len duet sample was a romance song, Rin Rin Signal. People who don't like say like, oh my god, you can't ship Rin and Len, they're like livid as fuck. The tracks? You know, a very long time ago, I used to run Vocaloid Facebook pages. I'm not even fucking kidding. I used to run Vocaloid Facebook pages. Yeah, like unironically. And actually, I had an almost groom moment, but it wasn't from Vocaloid. I almost got groomed by someone who was running a Pokemon page, and I was also running like, I became a Facebook admin, and they literally said the line, "You're mature for your age." But like, I don't know, I just lost interest in being a Facebook admin for Pokemon. And then eventually, like, I got roped into like managing this Facebook page for like RPG horror games. It wasn't a big page. It was like dreadful. I think the worst is when I got roped into like modding a yaoi page. Hi, Whiskey Nate. One time, I was part of like a roleplay server for like Vocaloid, and I got into a fight with someone for role-playing as like Pico. Because they had canon that Pico is not gay. But I'm like, Chigayo, you don't understand. Shota Yaoi is the future. I'm like, man, and this was on Facebook, by the way. Like, bro, no one will forgive me for this. I was truly a degenerate. You know, I used to like write in RP Discord servers like entire paragraphs, I kid you not, of erotica. I mean, I shared one fan fiction I wrote when I was like 13. It was not written well. It was honestly like dreadful. When I look back at it, I'm like, man, who came up with this crap? Me, apparently. Oh, this one looks nice. No, I can't read it on stream. It's TOS. How do you play this? Oh my god. I don't know I could read on Blue Play either. It's that bad. It's TOS to read on Blue Play. Because one, not only is it Shota, it's incest and Goro. It's Shota, incest, Goro, and Yaoi. I was truly one of the most innovative writers of my time. In my defense, I was obsessed with Shotas. And in my other defense, wait, fuck. What? And I feel like we do a lot of cringe things when we first pick up a pen, you know what I mean? I mean, look at me, I'm a VTuber right now. Who knows, in 10 years I'm gonna look back at it and be like, man, was I fucking brain damaged? No, I definitely wonder what was going on inside my head as well. I don't know, thank God I couldn't draw. I couldn't make like OCs or anything like that. Ew, why would I do that? I'm eternally 18. Why would I waste money on a hag model? If anything, I'm gonna take that money. I'll say it's for a hag model, but I won't actually do it. I'm not streaming in 10 years, God. That would be embarrassing. I'm retired by then. Or like dead, hopefully. Ah, shit. I don't get people want to live long. Like, you must be rich or you must be like deluded to want to live long. Hi, Rouge. Like, do you want to be alive past the age of like 25? You're insane. Yeah, whenever someone asks me, what do you want to be someday, Dad? Living life is a scam. Living long is a scam. Don't listen to people. Like, if someone offers you immortality, like, don't take it. It's not worth it. Hi, June. They just ask for like a shit ton of money. Don't ask for immortality. Like, you don't actually want that. Life is a scam, and the subscription never ends. It's like malware. It's your credit card. Oh, it's hard to get the last one. Fuck. Not too bad. I don't want to see the world burn. I just want to stop seeing it. Honestly, same. If you're poor and like you're a vampire, just fucking step into the sun. It's not worth it. What is this? Oh, you gotta like... Holy shit. No one will know my hidden strat. Female solos, it's me. Fuck. Let me try again. Maybe it will work. Okay, maybe it won't. What is this? Like, Bomberman? So you just grab stuff? That's it? Oh, you like guess. Oh shit. I got locked in. Okay, it does have some challenge. I thought it had no challenge, but it's fine. Shit. I literally just yawned. Never mind, this is kind of hard. We're fine. So cold. Why do I have to think so hard doing this? Hi, Friday night. Shit, I'm locked. I'm a little mad. I'm gonna be real with you, I'm a little mad. Maybe. I didn't wake up at like 5 a.m. I hate this game. What am I not a little EP? I think the mistake I made is not requesting for like a eye bags toggle. I feel like that would go hard. I feel like that's such a mood. If I had like an eye bags toggle, like, bro. Can you? I don't think I can select this one. Oh, no, I can. Holy shit, what are these controls? What are these controls? They're so bad. They're so bad. I'm trying to see the vision. I do not see the vision. I am not seeing the vision. I am not seeing the vision. I'm not seeing the damn vision. What kind of ancient fucking hieroglyphics reading flanker reads the shit? I don't know. This is not high up there. I'm trying to love it, but I'm not loving it. I'm confused. Why is it not loading? Why is it not loading? I feel lucky to have you. You're special to me. I'm gonna delete that shit. I keep saying I'll do it, but then I also keep forgetting. Stay well, Shizuka. I hate these asteroid games. I fucking hate these asteroid games. These asteroid games are like pissing the shit out of me.
Skibbity, skibbity, hop to a hop. Skibbity,
They trying to keep me away?
Edging and tuning them burning some munch. Chip and cheese all over my lunch. Skibbity, skibbity, hop to a hop. Skibbity, skibbity boom, oh skibbity dooey. Edging and booting in Ohio Square. Stinky back shot it.
There's a new one. Which one? The Santa Baby. The one that's like, Santa Baby, slip a femboy under the tree. Oh shit.
Skibbity clean, who gives a walk pins? Edging and gooning them, burning some bonds. Chip and cheese all over my lunch. Skibbity, skibbity, hop to a hop. Skibbity boom, or skibbity dooey. Edging and booting in Ohio Square.
Oh my god, that last one's so hard to get. I don't know, the femboy one's like deep inside my head. But I can never remember the full song. I actually like the millipede one. I like the centipede one, they're pretty cool. I don't know, how would you react if you had a femboy underneath the tree? Would you be happy? I don't know. There was a con recently that happened here in the Philippines, and there was a poll like, which is better, femboys or tomboys? And femboys won by like a large margin. I was surprised, like, bro, I didn't know most Filipinos were gay. Like, it was organized by a guy who was like a tomboy enjoyer. He was like so sad that tomboys didn't win. Don't you know it's not gay unless you kiss? If you kiss, it's gay, but if your penises, if they do a little touchy touch, it's not gay. I mean, what's gay about sharing your manhood with another man? If anything, you're just trying to increase the testosterone in both of your bodies. So it's not gay. When you ejaculate onto each other, your testosterone increases by 50%. It's not Rock. Is this true? Rock, is it true? It's not gay. Look, kissing femboys is not gay. If the penis is feminine, then it's not gay. Which would you pick? Masculine clitoris or feminine penis? Who is this guy? Sorry, sir, I'm not reading. It's not a feminine penis. Okay, fine. If it makes you feel better, it's called boy clit. Sucking boy clit isn't gay because it's a clitoris. Duh. You haven't seen a feminine penis? You haven't read the right dojins. So many otoko no go dojins, and you haven't read a single one. You clearly haven't read that dojin with those three those three amazing individuals, and they become like singing idols, and but then they're underground idols. And so the plot of the doujin is that they want to become like mainstream idols. So what they do is that their manager sells them to like these old men, and they're like, oh my god, let's drug these boys. And then they get drugged, and then because they get drugged, they become like prettier, and so they're able to like be upper ground idols, and like even female fans think they look more erotic, and it's a good ending one. But see, it's not gay because like they're all wearing bikinis, and their penis is feminine. Exactly. Like, do you understand the vision? Sorry, I know the plots. And the best part's a full color doujin, by the way. Name of the manga? Give me a second. Let me open a tab. Let me look it up. Can I still find it? Yeah, full color doujin, by the way. What do you call this? Calm down. English. Full color. No, because it's a really old doujin. It's a really, really old one. What other tags? What's the tag you put if there's more than one person? I know the tags. I just don't know the exact thing because it's been so long. I think it's a really old doujin. Like, it's really, really fucking old. Like, it's so ancient. I remember reading this when I was like in... Oh, yeah, right. Orgy. I don't think this is the one. No, because like, wait. People in chat, I'm visioning. Okay, so there's like three... There's like three twinks. Well, femboys showed us. Like, one of them was like short hair, one of them is blonde, and another one has like black hair. I like how I'm speaking this, hoping that someone understands what I'm referencing. Okay, and this start is that they're all in bikinis, but then the bikinis, like, they're wearing bikinis, but then the breasts, like, it's just triangles that are hollow. And like it's clear. And then there's this one scene where they sing their idol song, and then because they got drugged, all of their cocks like raise up at once, and it's in full color. Yeah, but like I don't remember the title. I just know the scene. All male. I think that was the wrong tag. Wait, no, I misspelled English. English. Wait, I think now I got it. You know what? I got it. Drug. Bro, I don't know if it's here. Why don't you read vanilla? What am I? I mean, why would you read vanilla? That's like saying, oh, what's your favorite ice cream flavor? Vanilla. What's your favorite food? Hot dogs. Plain. Or someone asks you like, oh, what's your type of girl? And then you say someone who treats me nice. Like, seriously? Like, someone who treats me nice. Or something like, I don't know. Like, what do you like about your girlfriend? You're gonna say, oh, that she's nice to me. Gee, thanks. What amazing taste, never before seen. I think I got it wrong. I can't find it. Oh, wait, no, I found it. I found it. I found the code. Never mind, I got it. I told you I would remember it. 165544. I don't know if it's multi-work. I can't believe that I actually know it. I was thinking of like every single tag that I've seen before. Oh my god, I love this one. Oh, this one's so cute. Oh shit. I'm too half asleep for this. Oh, nice. I don't know. Once I had to write a short story when I was in high school, and I plagiarized a hentai story, and then made it safe for work. I'm sorry, that it was probably bad. I remember I got like a good grade on that one too. See, Albarian. I got like the DLC that came with it like a month ago. Fuck. Holy speak, thanks, Rina. No problem. See you on the Cody. I fucking hate this. I like the game. I don't like how you write the high score. It reminded me of a game I played where you like avoid bomb threats. Naughty pixel arts. Oh wait, no, I got you. I don't got you. Hi, Izumi. What do you mean baby sensory coded? Because of the plain balls? I have never played Dig Dug, or I'm not familiar with Dig Dug. I'm more of the PS1 and the PS2 and like Nintendo, but only until like the N64. This is actually my first time playing Atari games that aren't Pong. Namco arcade game. I don't think I've played a lot of arcade games. Or I don't know. I've never found amusement with IRL arcades. Unless it was like stealing prizes. I saw this video, like someone putting their hand through an arcade machine and reaching for a toy. Because of like a really small hand. But I thought I actually can steal stuff. Yeah, but what's the use of all these knickknacks? What am I looking at? This looks like a sex toy. What am I looking at? Mame Arcade? What's Mame Arcade? I don't get what half of these are. Oh, like Metal Slug. I played Metal Slug on stream. I also played Contra on stream, and I got banned the next day. Maybe I should do it on my ban anniversary. Anniversary of getting banned. Honestly, I don't know either. I got the Mortal Kombat collection. Shoot the bugs and then tie the grub streaks. Hi, Jack. How do you shoot the bugs? Oh, thank you, Glove Boy. I was actually surprised to see myself in like so many people's #1. I'm like, man, a loser like me is #1? Crazy. I'm surprised too, cause like, man. My #1 as a viewer was Hakurei. I like to look on Hakurei streams. I saw I only streamed like 261 days out of like, I think so over 339 days there is of like the year. Pretty weak, cause like the last like 2 years, 2023 and 2024, I was at like 300. And then I had a lot of breaks this year. Did I just dodge? How much Nicole do you watch? Next year, I hope to make up for it. Probably not in stream hours, but in stream days. I don't like Black Widow. Who the fuck am I? Vanilla. What? Why do I look like that? What am I playing? What am I playing? 93 Ace. I mean, it is fun. It is pretty simple though. I don't tournament. I don't know how to describe the game I'm playing. I really don't know. Like, all you have to do is like approach an ice cream for some reason. And I'm pretty finicky with the games I play on stream. Like, not gonna lie, this side of the games I play, like, practically at the last minute. Cause I don't know, I'm playing Atari, but like... I don't know if I'm vibing with this. I mean, some games are good, but some kind of suck. But I mean, most kind of suck. I think it's simple and easy, but it's a bit too simple. Kind of weird how it's this simple. Oh, thank you, Ariel, for the raid. Thank you. Hi, my name is Rina. I stream a lot of retro games. Today we're playing, shit, sorry, I haven't slept that well. I woke up at like 5 AM today. Today we're streaming Atari games. And, I'm too lazy to, like, write my name in the high score. But it is pretty fun. How was your stream today? I hope it went well. What were you guys streaming? Oh yeah, if you don't mind, I sound pretty dead. I don't know, maybe it's someone's fetish. Like, oh my god. Rina with thick eye bags. Eroy. But if you have to rest, I hope you rest well. And I hope you have a good day today. Loki, that's such a missed opportunity. I should have added eye bags to, like, my model. Well, I would have been so peak. Thick? I don't know about thick. I think my thighs are pretty big on my model. But I think some models are too big. Like, it looks like bad blood flow. Yeah, Hara went to sleep earlier. It was 11:30 on his ship. What do you mean he's just ugly? Just because he looks like he's from FNAF doesn't mean like he's hideous. How tired am I? I'm tired of life. Does that count? Oh, this one looks nice. What the fuck? What? I'm too sleepy for this. Why are the fucking trees moving, man? Why are the trees fucking moving? Yeah, Yeah, I can tell the developers were on drugs. Hi Warren, thank you for the follow. You need to have been lit to write this. What is this? Everyone who played this was on drugs. Bruh, I think I really could have lived in the 1970s. Like, you're all drugged up making video games. Like, unironically, seems like pretty ideal. If your sister was high and she wanted to smash you, what would you do? Yes, I can respect it. Instantly. I honestly, I feel like if I was born in the 70s, I too would get high. I'd be like, life sucks. Well, time to smoke more weed. I'd be like, honey baby, I love you so much that if I was on my last blunt, I'd give you my last blunt. Riz. Honey baby. When I see you, when I see you, we're like the fire truck train. I just want to get in deeper. Real. Girl, are you millipede? Cause you have got nice legs. You need to improve your taste in women, but I don't say anything about that. I don't know what the color white is. What? Why do I feel like this restroom guy? Oh shit, really? Oh, we're cooked. I never said I was a good taste. I never said I was an example of good taste in women. Like, you know what my top tags are? Minhera, Neat, and VTuber. That says a lot about me. And that says a lot about the audience that I build. I love you guys. But I can't deny, we are degenerates. But I wouldn't have it any other way. Like, I'm too dead inside to virtue signal or lecture people. Flaws, extra doubt. One time I saw like a 300-pound woman trip and couldn't get up. And then someone commented, "Big is beautiful." Another funny thing I saw is like land whales being like, real men can carry you. And like, these guys are making it a flex so they can carry their girlfriend. Now see. Fuck. I think if it's a flex that you can be carried, that's not a good thing. Because that's implying that it's difficult to do and not everyone can do it. Like, imagine you're dating someone and they're like, "Oh, babe, I'll carry you." And then he's like, "Can I post a photo? You gotta let the boys know that I can carry a land whale." I'm like, what the fuck? It's like one of those beautifully coded insults. As in, you kiwi? What do you mean, you kiwi? Are you now understanding my wisdom? Personal best. Oh my god. Oh, so you need to touch red while shooting. Good job if the eye is red. Would you love me if I was the EPS VTuber around? Honestly, I didn't know either. Although I do admit it is a bit trippy. Really trippy. Avoid solid objects. All the objects seem solid enough. If we go through games and then we take bets. You think they did drugs while making this? Yes or no?
On the simplest level, what the VCS, the Atari 2600, what that is, it's a combination of graphic and computer chips that enables you to play a video game, an interactive video game on your home television, which is something that never really happened before.
Oh, the first home console.
Game, it begins as a hardware project. If you need something more in the hardware, just put it in the hardware and you can use it in your game. The Atari 2600, we didn't have that luxury. The game was already in Grandma's house. It was already hooked up to her TV. And all we could do is make a different cartridge.
Oh, so it was like a 2-in-1.
Plugs it in.
It was the thing that made video games a worldwide phenomenon. And all it is it's a box that enables you to play an interactive game on your TV.
I miss playing games on my TV.
On a cultural level,
But I'm too lazy to bring down my Switch dock downstairs.
Because there were two things that achieved that changed the world, literally changed the world. One is it put computers in homes. At a time where IBM only had about 10,000 PCs sold altogether.
I'm not
Atari
buying
had
a
millions of
Switch
units
dock.
installed, and every one of those was a computer in the home. The
That's
other
how it
thing
can.
it did was it created an interactive medium with television, which was always a passive medium. Before video games, people were just zombies sitting on the couch watching TV. But video games turned
What is the
people into
Magnavox?
zombies jumping up and down on the couch yelling at the TV. And that was a very different experience. And I think that was huge in terms of taking people from a passive state to an active state. And,
Do you think you're
we're
in the
still learning
passive or active state when you watch streams? I think for me, because I'm a lurker, I'm in a passive state. That's true, I am EP. What is this? What the fuck is that? I don't know what I'm doing. Hi Zephyr, hi Tessa Mario. Fuck my shitty life. Thank you Zephyr for the follow too, thank you. Did I just like rotate? Yeah, the tank game is not one of my favorites. Easy win. Okay, I don't think I could play that one alone. This one looks cool. Why do those look like dildos? Ah, shit. My bad, I'm not great with history. Is that the thing that was like, make them all drink tea, because all the tea fell into like the ocean or some shit? Hi, Test. My bad, I'm not good with history. If I was, then I don't know. I know more about my own history. Shit. Would you love me if I was Japanese? I don't know a lot of history. Did you know that in Red Alert, funny mustache guy doesn't exist? That's my wisdom for today. I missed? What the fuck? You're as lovely as ever, thank you. Hi, Rayford. How is it still ongoing? You mean like in the newer version? I feel like I still saw him. Oh, I missed one. Maybe there's like 1 to 21 or some shit. 6, 7. What is this? What? Oh my god, it's Snake. Why are they just going ahead? Why aren't you making a different move? I feel I found the infinite money hack. Not AI? Yeah, maybe they're just farming money. I don't have enough friends to play multiplayer, okay? You gotta accept it as it is. I think it's fine because like I'm changing videos. I'm changing games like every 2 seconds. So it doesn't feel stale.
Atari created the Atari 2600 home console was to put their arcade hits into the home. If we can sell home versions of our arcade hit games into the home, we can sell millions of them instead of just take quarters from the thousands of people who go to arcades. And so the hardware was designed to make it possible to play Tank and Pong. That's about
Why would it
all
have to
that
be
they
Filipino?
did
What
in
if
the
they
hardware.
speak to me in
So
Filipino?
the distinction is this. Coin Up gets to use more expensive hardware. They get to use tons and tons of hardware, and they get to refresh their hardware.
What's wrong with having fat consoles in real life? Have you seen how big the PS5 is?
In the arcade, I think it was Midway, and you know, I was just told to make a game, so I said, well, here's an idea, 2 guys shooting at each other, and so I made that game.
Back then it was that
to make it
easy.
like the arcade game, so I could look at the arcade game and say, this is what it has to do. There really wasn't any need for me to have communication with the arcade guys. I'm particularly proud of the Atari 2600 Canyon Bomber because it also has the Atari arcade game Depth Charge in it. So it turns out that in a 2K byte Atari 2600 cartridge, I simulated both Canyon Bomber and Depth Charge, which were probably $3,000 arcade games.
$3,000
When I was young, when I was
for
little,
this shitty game?
I remember there was this drugstore.
Why is it always about drugs with these Atari fucking employees? They're like, oh my god,
You'd read
the
it,
drugs.
It was the whole story of Treasure Island. War and Peace, a comic book. But that whole notion of an abridged version, that is what was going to happen.
When I did Donkey Kong, I had, not surprisingly, absolutely no contact
$500,000.
with Nintendo. Coleco was able to get me a machine. So I had a machine that I could play and look at, and I had already played the game. And like David said, with Canyon Bomber, the game is the spec.
You like the short hair? Thank you.
The hardware is so different in its capabilities that I can't think of any value I would have had getting in touch with anybody at Nintendo. It's like talking to the guy who created the Porsche Carrera about making a bicycle. I mean, it's like there's not a lot there.
He's feeling inspired.
Tell me.
He's remembering his
Here's
past.
this masterpiece and do it on this toaster. You know, and I was young enough and stupid enough to not be intimidated.
Bruh.
And I wasn't because I was just a kid. I was like, no big deal.
Yeah, no big deal. No big deal. IRC, thank you for the follow. He's a sad boy. Why does he do the splits when he loses? I wish this could be me. But this is not me. That's it. I feel like this one should be easy. Or well, in theory, should be easy. There's a smart way to play this. I'm Benny, but I am not aware of the smart way. If I was aware, then I would know. If I was aware of it, I'd be winning right now. I don't know, for me it's a bit too simple. What color am I? Am I the yellow one? I am the fucking yellow one. I don't know, having a friend as DLC is pretty rough. I'm amazed. What is this? I thought it was tic-tac-toe. This does not look like tic-tac-toe. Is this like... IRC is like 3D tic-tac-toe? I don't know what I'm supposed to understand. What is the logic of this? Okay, I got one. Now what? Bro, I don't get this game either. I think we're near my buck. Why do half of the... Wow. What interactive gameplay? What am I... Oh my god. Who made this? I just want to talk. Who made this?
I'd have to say one of the more influential Atari games that hit me hard was Adventure.
Adventure had been a very popular game. Adventure is related to really a nerdy
That
game.
thing?
It's related to like text adventures or to Dungeons and Dragons more than any of the other things.
You're literally a yellow block. What are you seeing?
2600. So many games were just like kind of shooters and combat and whatnot, things like that were very simple. But Adventure really broke the mold for what
It was the first Legend of Zelda.
But one of the most
Before Legend of
I
Zelda
feel like
became
magical,
mainstream.
Impactful moments on me with the Atari games is that we got Adventure, and I saw the cover at the drugstore because that's where we had to buy video games at the drugstore behind the photo counter. And
Drugstore?
I was so excited to play it. I just
Yeah, imagine going to like Mercury Drug and then you go buy a fucking video game. Like, yeah, can I have some ibuprofen to the side of Legend of Zelda Tears of Kingdom?
Supposed to be dragons, but they just look like ducks. I don't know what they were thinking there.
The bridge and the bat is like, it was so baffling. I really loved that experience of somewhat confused experience, and I feel like that's actually something I've I love still in games now when there's that moment of like, what the? Where you just get, games can do that. They can just surprise you and they can make you feel really bewildered. And then as you slowly figure out how they work, that's part of the pleasure of them, I think, is that not knowing what to expect in them. So that moment of being surprised by adventure has really stuck with me. Another thing I like about adventure that I try to incorporate is that feeling that the game is really alive. The characters who are in that world live even when you're not looking at them on the screen. Like when the dragon or the bat flies on the screen in Adventure,
You know what
feel like
this-
it's been on a journey. It's been somewhere. Oh, the bat.
What was I gonna say?
stole the
You
shield,
know-
now it stole the sword, and now it's in the
My
room
bad.
again.
You
don't
know
feel
what?
like it was just spawned in
You
the
know
room.
what you
It's
learn from
literally in
this?
another room doing
From
exactly
Atari?
And what it
To make good
provided for
games, you
me
need to do
was a sense of
drugs.
mystery and exploration that would later influence the
That's like
3D
that's the
adventure games that I
moral
would play
part of
throughout
the
my
story.
career.
To make a good game, you have to be high as fuck. You have to be like lit. You have to be like lit. And then if you are lit, then you can make amazing games. You just need to be like out of your fucking mind.
They asked me at Atari,
Look at
what do you
me.
wanna work on?
I'm
So
out of
I
my
just
fucking
said,
mind
I
half
said,
the
"What's the
time.
dirtiest, most
Whenever I have a good
basic
stream idea,
elemental system that you
I'm like out of my
And he
fucking
said, "Oh, well,
mind.
that's the VCS." And I said, well, that's where I want to
The same is here. Hi, Dr. Oxybrad.
Were worse than I ever even imagined were possible.
2600 doesn't draw a screen. It doesn't draw anything. What it does is it has these little logic devices, these counters and shift registers that say, this is the start of the screen. This is the left side.
It's because
of the
back
screen.
then this is all they
The
got.
electron beam is moving
Right?
to the right. I'm going to count.
For us,
I know how fast
you
the
know, like we look
electron
at
beam is moving.
PS2 and we think the graphics are dated,
somewhere
but
on the
back
screen.
then it was like
I'm going to change the
considered
color on this screen.
incredibly good
For a little
graphics.
itsy bit. There's only one console where you have to think about the electron gun moving across the screen and what machine cycle you're on and when you can show stuff on the screen.
I'm surprised he's alive.
It's such a fun and unique and annoying challenge.
It's like-
that it really hooks you.
Yeah, because like back then it was impressive. Like for my mom and my dad, that was probably the best thing ever.
Fun might not be the word.
I don't know. My mom said she was like really excited when they got an Atari, because like
challenging thing
barely anyone had one of these in the Philippines. It was like really rare to have one.
Who could do what we were
Either you had a relative abroad that gave you one, or you had money.
you know, very positive, very uplifting.
I think my dad's was like a gift.
It's
My
really
mom's
that
like they
sense of
bought
accomplishment.
one.
If you can create something that you know, a million people love.
I think my dad actually got it like a bit later than my mom got it.
You know, have a sense of accomplishment.
And
But
there
it
are
turns out
very
they were
few
both
things more
gamers.
technical challenging than trying to get
I don't think
a
I have
game
eventful
out of the
results
VCS in the
today to
first
show to
place.
my
The VCS
parents
is a very
that I did something great.
limited
Because I feel like I got filtered by
Sounds like a
Atari.
fabulous thing, and when it first came out, it was, because people had never seen anything like it.
I don't know if other people are as rewarded by it, but you're overcoming tremendous challenges. There's nothing that's easy to do on the 2600. And you're winning, right? I love winning.
And the other thing that's fun about playing them still is that they're all 60 frames a second. They have to hit that or the screen won't draw, you know? So they're all even much better than I think consoles that came out a few years afterwards. They all feel really fast when you play them. No Atari game has any sort of lag or anything because they had no option to have lag.
A little too fast, don't you think?
When today, in hindsight, people criticize the first screen of Donkey Kong on the 2600. When
And I
finished
feel
that
like it's
screen,
like
I thought it was
it's
a
it's a
miracle.
huge hurdle. I feel like for some people, like they think N64 is like dated as fuck. I'm not filtered by it, but
You just have to understand.
Atari, I'm a little filtered. It's a bit much.
Programmers that worked with that machine were magicians.
Still pretty good though. Hi Robo. Okay, I admit. I'm like fighting sleep. Like, and I've been fighting sleep the past like hour. Because I'm not that tired. I woke up way too early. I have to like adjust my sleep schedule. Why do I have hentai open? Why do I have hentai open? Oh my god. I like changing my YouTube because I was like, oh, I'm gonna raid someone on YouTube. And then I alt tab like, I'm like, why is there porn? Right, I opened like the the gay orgy crap yaoi. I opened that earlier, my bad. Let's see. On YouTube, why not we... I don't even know what we're streaming tomorrow. God fuck. Okay, on YouTube tomorrow, we're gonna be streaming Majora's Mask. Yes. We're at like the snow area. And I think we're halfway through. We stopped. We already have like the fire arrow. But I was almost out of time. So I had to restart the day. But I think we can zoom through it pretty fast. And then go through it. And then on Friday, we're going to be playing Dispatch. And then on Saturday, I'm going to be dead as fuck. On YouTube, let's raid into Mecha. Mecha's pretty cool. Plays a lot of retro games. I think Mecha could appreciate... I think she could appreciate Atari more than I can.